Nobody liked my inversion table video. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Coffee and Coaching here at Fitness for Back Pain's YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about alternatives to the inversion table. Let's focus on decompressing the spine. If this is what we want to do so badly, let's find some healthy alternatives that are safe for the lower back, safe for the mind-body connection, that will allow you to get to the point where you can start seeing some relief from this unloading the spine technique. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There's a button down here below you can check out. Make sure you turn on the notifications so you get updated and notified of all the videos that I have coming out. If you are new to this channel, this is not all that I talk about, go over to fitnessforbackpain.com. I'll put a link up here that you can check that out. There's lots of things that I give away for free, including weekly free content. So in this video today, we're going to give you 3 different options other than using the stupid inversion table. There's 3 things you can do that are a little bit safer, that are a little bit more comfortable, that are less aggressive to the spine. If you want to know why I do not like inversion tables, there is a link in the comment section below. You can check it out. And I pretty much explain to you why I don't like it, why you shouldn't do it. And I'm passionate about it. There's a lot of people who do not agree with me, but it's totally fine. You keep doing you, and I'll keep doing me. So in these 3 techniques, I'm going to show you one that involves hanging from a pull-up bar, a very specific way that you have to be careful to do it, but if done right, is really beneficial. You get the decompression aspect that we're looking for. The second one I'm going to show you is actually using a countertop. Very simple, very lightweight, very less aggressive on the spine, once again, that we're looking for. The third option is actually a shortstop type of pressing position. Very weird, don't have a name for it, but if you're on the go, you don't have a place to be, you can do some decompression techniques using a pull-up bar or a countertop. You can use this technique anywhere and you get essentially the same results. All right, so now I'm gonna show you what I use when it comes to the pull-up bar technique, when it comes to decompressing the spine. What I have here is my rig or my pull-up bar. Then I've got a Bosu ball, which is kind of like a half ball, half platform. You can use a bench, you can use a chair, you can use a box, you can use whatever you have at your gym. Most gyms have something you can use. Here in my gym, I've got lots of things that I could use, but this Bosu ball works pretty comfortably and perfect for my situation. So again, the goal of this is to decompress the spine. You have to make sure that you're doing a couple things before you start. One is you have to be trying to decompress around a soft, relaxed structure. If you're sitting here tense and locked up and you're super sensitive to where just bending over is hard for you because your back just locks up, this might not be a good idea for you. Any kind of decompressing may not be a good idea for you. So what you have to look at is A, how sensitive you are. When you go jump onto this thing, what you don't want is your body's protection mechanism to kind of come in and lock up, and now you're hanging on, or you're hanging from a bar with your lower back that's just locked and pinned down. We don't want that. So the whole idea is to get to a point where you're taking away some of your body weight. The way I do that is have some kind of platform here that I can bring my legs up at least to this type of position. And I'll show you different angles of how I do this. For the first angle, I'll show you how I do it from a hanging bar from the back. So I've got my pull-up bar here. What I'm gonna do is take my feet and put it onto the Bosu ball. Once I get situated, I allow my body to swing into a good position where it's gonna feel comfortable. So when I'm hanging, I'm actually gonna allow my body to get into a comfortable swinging position to where it's naturally hanging in a good position. With my feet up like this, what this is allowing me to also do is keep my pelvis in a neutral place. So I'm kind of in a comfortable position. I'm not overextended from hanging from my feet straight down. I have my legs up, my hip is in neutral position, and I'm good to go. From here, I will take little 30-second rest periods or 30-second hang periods. So I'm there hanging 30 seconds, working on completely relaxing my body. Now let me show you the angle from the side. All right, so from the side angle, in position, got my feet up. I'm gonna let myself, watch what happens. When I let go and I let my body do what it wants to do, it'll get in a good, healthy swing position. My feet are up, pelvis is in a as neutral as possible. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna relax that lower back. This is a good way to decompress the spine. Let's say I weigh 190 pounds. I'm not using 190 pounds to absolutely just separate my disc. You don't need to do that. It's unnecessary. Gentle pulling is all you need. And doing this, taking that load off of your body or off of your spine when you're doing it, is a great position to be in and a great, soft, gentle way to approach decompressing the spine. Now the second one I want to show you is actually using the countertop approach. So let me jump back over here and I'll show you how that's done. All right, so here I am with my makeshift countertop. It's not a countertop, obviously, it's my bar here in my gym. But if you have a park bench, the back of one, which is probably a little bit lower, you could probably drop this down one notch and be a little bit more consistent with maybe a park bench or a countertop. But essentially you need something to prop yourself up on. It's very simple, not a lot of science behind this. You're just trying to find a gentle way of decompressing the spine. So from this, what I like to do is I'll take my hands, palms out like this, and I'm gonna support my weight. So I'm gonna keep my arms locked out straight, and I'm gonna move onto this countertop, onto this bar, or onto this park bench back. And what I'm doing is as I'm moving, I'm keeping myself and my lower back nice and relaxed. And all I'm doing is I'm taking some load off of that lower back. I'm not going full weight bearing to where I'm absolutely I'm off of my feet are off the ground and I'm fully supporting myself by my arms. There's just too much you have to worry about to keep the lower back relaxed. And that is the key to making this a successful technique for decompressing the spine, is you have to be able to remain relaxed. Because if you're having symptoms after this, it's not helping at all, odds are it's not a good thing for you, or you're doing it too aggressively. So again, back to this, all I'm gonna do, palms facing out. I'm gonna take a little bit wider of a grip here. I'm gonna lean onto this bar or countertop or park bench. I'm gonna stagger my feet, and I'm gonna slowly allow my body weight to sink into my arms, and I'm supporting myself now. Nice and relaxed. It's not too aggressive of a separation where my trouble spot is. And I'm gonna hang out here. I can do that for 25 seconds, 30 seconds. You can do it in repetitions if you want. Another technique you can do to help after doing that is doing some light back bends. So if you have like sciatica symptoms, you can do this first, and then you can stand up nice and tall. You can brace and contract your stomach, and then put your hand back here as like a biofeedback reference point, and then you're gonna extend back. You can do 5, 10 of those things. Go back to this, maybe 3 sets. You don't want to sit here and hang all day, but for this technique, that's a very gentle way of doing it. Now the third technique is what I call the shortstop press. It's kind of a stupid name, but I don't know what else to call it. But it's a really cool technique you can do pretty much anywhere, and it involves using the shortstop position that I teach a lot in my hip hinging courses here. And it's using this shortstop approach, and I'll show you that here now. All right, so let's look at how we do the shortstop technique. Essentially what I'm gonna do is getting into a good position, pretty much a shortstop position. So I'll do it from the front here. Same idea, I'm gonna take my hands, I'm gonna put them into the crease of my hip. So right here is the crease of my hip. What I'll do is as I'm going down, I'm trying to push my lower body away from my upper body. So what that looks like is as I'm going down, I'm relaxing my lower back, and I'm hip hinging, so I'm going back. So as my hands are here, my elbows are a little bit bent, as I'm going back, I'm relaxing that lower back, I'm hinging, weights back on my heels, and I start to press and lock my arms out. So in this position here, I'm relaxing my lower back, and I'm separating my 2 segments. I'm almost like I'm pushing my upper body away from my lower body using just my arms. Again, the technique is very simple. It's not too much pressing, so if you're not super strong, you can still totally do it. In position, my goal is to have my arms locked out straight. I'm gonna go back, relax the lower back, and I'm separating my upper body from my lower body, and I'm just breathing. Try not to sit in an extended position. You want to try and be as neutral as possible, as relaxed as possible, and you should feel that relief or that decompression that you're going for. All right, that's my alternative to the inversion table. 3 techniques you can use to bring some decompression, unloading the spine, which is very important, but a lot of people do it wrong. They do it way too aggressively, or too much too soon. Your body is gonna respond in a negative way. It triggers that protection mechanism. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, if you want to be updated when another video comes out, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit like, and if you think someone needs to see this, share it. See you later.